What are the documents needed when selling a vacant land? Selling a vacant land can be a difficult and complex process, as it requires the seller to provide various documents in order to complete the transaction. These documents are necessary for ensuring that all parties involved have an accurate understanding of the property being sold, its legal status, and any related restrictions or obligations. Knowing what documents you need when selling land will help make sure the sale is successful and legally binding. In this video, we'll discuss some of the key documents needed when selling a vacant land. Title search. The first step in selling your vacant land is to order a title search. This will help to ensure that there are no liens or encumbrances on the property that could prevent you from selling it. The title search will also provide you with a legal description of the property, which can be needed when drafting the sales contract. Property land survey. You will also need to have a property survey conducted in order to determine the exact boundaries of the property. The survey should be conducted by a licensed surveyor and should include a certificate of accuracy. Deed. The deed is the legal document that transfers ownership of the property from the seller to the buyer. Bill of sale. The bill of sale is a document that outlines the terms of the land sale, including the purchase price and any other conditions that may apply. The bill of sale should be prepared by an attorney or title company and should be signed by both parties. Earnest money deposit. An earnest money deposit is typically required when you sell land. This deposit shows that the buyer is serious about purchasing the property and is usually held in escrow until the sale is finalized. Title insurance policy. A title insurance policy protects the prospective buyers against any claim that may arise from defects in the title to the property. The policy should be obtained from a reputable title insurance company and should be paid for by the buyer at closing. Closing documents. The closing documents are the final documents that are required in order to complete the sale of your vacant land. These documents include a sales contract, sales agreement, deed, and bill of sale, as well as any other documents that may be required by your state or local laws. Transfer tax declaration form. In most states, you will need to file a transfer tax declaration form in order to sell a vacant land. This form is used to calculate the amount of transfer taxes that are owed to the sale of the property. Certificate of Eligibility for Reassessment form. This form allows the property to be reassessed at its current market value, which can save the buyer money on their property taxes. Escrow Instructions. If you are using an escrow company to facilitate the sale, you will need to provide them with instructions on how to disburse the funds from the sale. These instructions should include information on who is responsible for paying any outside liens or encumbrances on the property. Zoning information. Before listing your vacant land for sale, you'll need to research the zoning regulations in your area. This information will be important for potential land buyers as it will dictate what can and cannot be done with the property. For example, if the property is zoned for residential use, then it can only be used for that purpose. Environmental reports. If you've had any environmental reports conducted on the property, such as Phase 1 or 2 environmental sites assessment, you'll need to make these available for potential buyers. These reports can provide valuable information about any potential environmental hazards on the property, such as underground storage tanks and contaminated soil. Utility information. Potential buyers will also want to know about any utilities that are available on the property. This includes water, sewer, electricity, gas, and telephone service. If there are no utilities available, then you'll need to disclose this information as well. Sales contract. Once you've gathered all the necessary documents, you'll need to draft sale contract. This contract should include all pertinent information about the sale, such as the purchase price, purchase agreement, financing terms, and closing date. Conclusion. When selling your vacant land to a cash buyer is often the best choice, as it eliminates the need to hire a real estate agent and deal with all the paperwork associated with the sale. The best that we can recommend is the Eagle Cash Buyers, for they will buy your land as is with no closing costs. Selling a vacant land can be quite complicated, as there are many documents that must be prepared and filed in order to complete the transaction. This includes the bill of sale and earnest money deposit, title insurance policy, closing documents, transfer tax declaration form, certificate of eligibility for reassessment form, escrow instructions, and zoning information.